Good morning. I'm running a little bit late. Graydon didn't sleep really well this morning. He did well throughout the night, but then this morning, starting about 5 a.m., he just kept waking up, and it made it hard to get ready to come to work. And so I'm almost an hour late. Still, I had some things on my mind I wanted to just talk about. I was thinking about love, about the powerful kind of love that between a man and a woman that produces a child. It's beautiful how that was set up, so that every child who's ever born has a mother and father who have participated in this act of love. And I understand there's exceptions, there's rape and things like that, but for the most part, that is meant to be a commitment, and a powerful one, and one that it shouldn't be taken lightly. As I look at my kids, and I know that it's wrong that they don't have a mom. I mean, they need a mom. They need their mom. This weekend, Christmas party, one of my boys sat on Santa's lap and when they asked what he wanted for Christmas, he said, "Mom." Santa didn't understand. He thought he said bomb. And it's like, you don't need one of those, but you do need a mom. Anyway, this powerful act of love, I love it that that's how we were brought into this world. Contrast that with rape. Rape, I would say, is almost the opposite of love. I say almost just because I can't think of any argument against that. I think that's true. But it's a lust. It's a I must have, and love is more of the caring for the other person, and what are their wants and needs. And it's interesting to me that the actions of love and rape can be similar. Somebody who's an onlooker might not know the difference. And so it's easy to get confused. Somebody might be manipulated into giving up that special part of themselves. And that's not real love. I'm thinking about all of this because I think God has a plan for us to watch out and take care of each other. And I've felt a lot of people reaching out and taking care of me. And I think that's beautiful. There's this thing within the LDS and within the Mormon religion called consecration, where you give of all of your excess to the church, and they distribute that to those who might need it, in order so that everybody can accomplish what they need to accomplish here on earth. And some people will need more, and some people will need less, but you're able to take care of everyone's wants and needs according to this plan, and it's very beautiful, but it's hard. And it's this kind of utopia society. And some people have tried to accomplished that in the past, but they've done it through force. And that's called communism. And we're more familiar with communism when we've seen how it's destroyed lives and it doesn't work. And it's interesting because it's based on some of the same ideas. I heard once, God's number is 7, but Satan's is 6. He likes most of the truth, but leave a little bit out. And that's how he really gets us. Because if he just tells us an outright lie, we're going to see it. The thing that's powerful about a lie is you don't see it. So when you're deceived, it hurts a lot. Especially because you don't know how to fix it. So anyway, you can compare and contrast communism and consecration. They look similar. It's about sharing and taking care of your neighbor and blah, blah, blah. But these are very opposite ideas. Communism doesn't support the self, the individual. It destroys the individual for the good of the whole. It's not about love. And so it is with rape. It's not about love. It's about selfishness and getting what I want, and I don't care what you want. Because those two are so similar, it can be easy to get them confused. I believe in giving to the poor. But I think when we give of our substance, we should give of our knowledge too. Maybe the substance that exists between our ears up here. That's another thing I was thinking about, is that God promises us that he will give us all that he has. And those of us who are stuck in the material world go, wait a minute, how does that work? How can you give it all to me if you're going to give it all to him too? You know, there's so many of us. But it becomes obvious that he's not talking about material things. He's talking about knowledge. And if I have a piece of knowledge and I share it with you, I still have it, and now you have it too. And then you go and you share it with your friends. We all become wealthier because we now have better ideas. And it's beautiful. And I believe that that is what God wants. The whole reason we are here and we go through this earthly experience is to learn and to grow. To become better. Because there are principles in this universe that are eternal. If God were to lie, he wouldn't be a God anymore. He would cease to be God. So he is therefore bound by certain eternal truths. And we have this experience here on earth where we get to learn those truths, and we can lie without ceasing to be. Okay? I think what makes God powerful is he has gained the trust of all the elements of the earth. And they will do whatever he asks of them. But if he then lies, he will lose that trust. And that trust is what makes him God. So how can we learn to gain that kind of trust? Because that is where real power comes from. Crazy to think about. But if you look at even things like a credit score, you go and apply for a loan at the bank. They're trying their best to try and evaluate how trustworthy you are. Do you make your payments that you said you were going to make? Trust is a thing that goes throughout our lives, and it's powerful. And so as I'm homeschooling my kids, I want to be able to teach them these things that will make them the most powerful. Integrity and trust. Because if you have integrity and trust, if you are able to love another person with real love, you really care for them, then money doesn't matter as much. You will be happy. All right. I guess I'll go ahead and go to work. Like I said, I think I'm an hour late at least, so maybe I'll finally show up. Good to get some of my thoughts out and talk a little bit. See you later.